are you all? It's Cloudy and welcome back to Manga Mondays today. I have tons of new recommendations and series for you guys to check out. I kind of bounce back and forth a lot because I checked out one series, checked out the author, checked out another series by the author, and then I just grabbed a lot of like really different things. All of these series are very lighthearted series, very suitable for summer. I've just been in a really sweet and summer sparkly mood lately, so a lot of these series I really enjoyed. So if you guys are interested in anything I just mentioned, keep on watching. First series is called Navy Blue Hoshizora, and it is by an author named Yanai Wakana. I stumbled upon this series when I was scrolling through the first page of the manga site that I regularly read from, and I didn't know what to expect from it, but I decided to give it a shot because it is a one-shot. There are only about 30 to 40 pages, and it's very quickly to read through. The story follows a girl named Ichika who is quite unsure of herself. She ends up going through high school just kind of going with the flow, placating others, tailoring her words to please people so that she's never alienated or isolated away from people. And she's a pretty well-liked girl in school, but when it comes to the topic of relationships, Ichika is never really as invested. She has no idea how to please everyone. What if she meets a boyfriend who her friends aren't gonna like? What if she meets someone her mom's not gonna like? And you kind of get this sense of her personality from the very first few pages already. She ends up falling in love with her childhood friend who she calls Doc. Doc is the geekiest, nerdiest sci-fi high schooler I've ever seen, and he's so adorably clumsy and awkward, and you can't help but find that endearing because Ichika is so put together. A lot of the times she's hiding herself behind masks, but Doc is a very straightforward person, and he's actually perceptive enough to look through Ichika's facade, so he ends up liking her for genuine things about her personality or how kind she is. Ichika realizes slowly that appearances aren't everything, and you know, it's okay to like the person you like even though they're complete opposites from you. It was light, it was quick, it was well put together, and it had a simple but very sweet message. If you guys do read the series and you enjoy the author's work, you can check out another series by the same author. It is called Nageki no Maria. This series is actually still ongoing. There's only about 3-4 chapters fan-subbed online right now. The story follows a girl named Mariko who wanted to be a princess when she was a little kid. She loved being dressed up in princess dresses. She ends up being picked on in school by a boy, and because of this, and after he moves away, she kind of gives up on being frilly and girly. She loses a little bit of her sparkle as she grows up. By the time she gets to high school, she's already a really dull, plain looking person. She's not very outspoken. She's usually very quiet. She just doesn't really want confrontation with anyone. The little boy that used to pick on her in elementary school transfers back into the high school. I know, what are the coincidences, right? And they kind of rekindle their friendship. It uses a pretty overused shoujo setup with a shy girl and a kind of jerk guy. The guy's not totally mean to her, but you do get the sense that he's kind of this little bit cold, cool guy that really likes her but refuses to let her know. So all he can really do to express himself is to tease her and pick on her. But I actually found the art style in both the one-shot and the series quite different. So the characters are easy to tell apart, and the mood in the story shifts really well. So when you really start to read Nageki no Maria, you don't really think about Navy Blue Hoshizora, and you're not really getting those mixed up. Alright, the next series is called Senpai Sore Hitokuchi Kudasai. It is written and drawn by Mizu Asato, and this is a series that I strangely and accidentally happened to stumble upon it, but I actually found it quite amusing to read. The series plays off of the senpai and kohai relationship and all the fandom memes that say, "Senpai notice me." This takes "Senpai please notice me" and it turns it into an entire comedy series. What I enjoyed about this is that it doesn't try to take itself seriously, nor does it try to go for some deeper message. It very clearly scrapes the surface of shallow comedy, and it delivers on what it intends to do. The plot progresses in snapshots that are loosely strung together in everyday scenarios. So it reminded me a lot of Himoto Umaru-chan, where you just kind of zone in on a certain part of the day, on a certain setting with two characters, and you play out their interactions, reach a gag, and then move on from that. It's not a 4-koma style, but each of the little stories are sort of encapsulated like this, and you don't really spend too much time in one place. And the point of the story is just to showcase fluffy, moe sparkles that the fandom has to offer. The art style is really fun, and it goes really well with the atmosphere and tone of the series. Everything's just like really cute and very plump, I think. Mizu Asato is also the same mangaka who does Denki no Honya-san. You guys might remember earlier this year Denki no Honya-san was animated, whereas the Senpai series only focuses on 2 characters and very compressed gags within a short frame of time. Denki no Honya-san actually has more of a plot to it. As well, if you guys are into more seinen stuff or ecchi, you guys can check out Mizu Asato's other manga series. There's just a lot out. The next series I want to talk about is another really ridiculous series, and this series is a 4-koma panel, and it is written and drawn by Hiroyuki. I did not know what to expect going into this series. Personally, I really like 4-koma series, which is why I decided to check this out. A whole girl translates loosely into idiot girl or fool girl. It follows a girl named Yushiko who is what the description says is a genuinely stupid girl. And you know, I didn't think that she would be actually this dim-witted, but she actually is. The series is so ridiculous because Yoshiko has absolutely no social conceptions of what she's supposed to do. She just blabbers whatever she wants, and the other main character who interacts with her childhood friend, he's so used to the way she interacts that he just kind of goes along with it or disregards whatever crazy thing that comes out of her mouth. I wasn't a really big fan of the comedy in this series. Some of it was a little bit crass and some of it was a bit forced. I feel like the mangaka could have put a lot more thought into the way these jokes were crafted. Sometimes you'll get like underwear jokes, sometimes you'll just get ridiculous reactions or exaggerated conversations with people, and it's just a wholly unrealistic comedic character in Yoshiko that you just completely can't sympathize with. So I wasn't really a big fan of Aho Girl, but there are like 54 chapters out right now, and it is still an ongoing series, so it must be quite popular with people. Hiroyuki is also the mangaka who did Mangaka-san to Assistant-san. So if you guys checked out that anime or that manga, you might be more accustomed to the sort of humor that Hiroyuki is going for, and you could check out this manga series. Finally, I actually wanted to talk about a new webtoon that I checked out. It is originally in Chinese. It's called Nuan, and it's written and drawn by an author named Mumuyi. There have been 7 chapters sectioned off, subbed, and then uploaded. It was really the art style that captured me into it. Last week or 2 weeks ago for Manga Mondays, I introduced a series called Milky Way Galaxy, and that art style has a lot of watercolors, pastels, soft shades, gradients. This series has a very similar kind of art style and tone to it. It's not as dreamy and whimsical as Milky Way Galaxy, but Nuan focuses on the regular aspects of an artist's life, an uninspired artist, to see how art is going to change her. The pacing is very, very slow, and you really have to pay attention to details in the dialogue to figure out the themes that they're kind of getting at or what they're trying to do with the plot. Even for me, I'm up to chapter 7 right now. I'm all caught up with everything that's fansubbed online. It's not the most engaging series, but it is very relaxing. One of the reasons why I probably stuck with the series for so many chapters is because the art style is so gorgeous. The way they use colors and shapes and forms. The series falls under romance, shoujo, slice of life. You do get a little bit of a hint of romance once the main character starts to interact with more people. So if you guys are interested in something like that, or just a sort of manga or comic from a different culture, you guys can check out Nuan. Oh, that was a lot of manga. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Manga Mondays and found something new to read. Always check out similar work by the same author if you like their stuff. That's kind of what I did this week, jumped around a little bit. But if you guys found something interesting to read, don't forget to hit thumbs up or subscribe for more from me this week. A vlog is going to be coming out, hopefully another anime rant, but we'll see because I'm still packing and running around doing things because I'm going to be moving into another city because school is starting again. Summer's gone by so quickly, I'm not ready to let it go. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are all well. I hope you guys have a great week, and until then, I will talk to you guys in my next video very soon. Bye!